Greetings, history enthusiasts, and welcome to Antiquities Engagements, where we uncover pivotal battles of antiquity. In this video, we'll be revisiting the famed Battle of Marathon, fought between Athens and the Persian Empire in 490 BC. Against formidable odds, the outnumbered Athenian army achieved victory over the invading Persians on Marathon's plains. This triumph would reshape Greece's independence and development for years to come. We'll examine Marathon's background context, break down how the battle unfolded, and explore its monumental impact on 5th century BC Greek culture, politics, and identity. Marathon earned its place in history's most memorable battles. Today we'll uncover why. From the generals and strategies to the brave hoplite soldiers, this is the story of one of antiquity's most decisive clashes. Join me as we relive the fascinating history and legacy of Marathon. Tensions between the mighty Persian Empire and the independent Greek city-states had been simmering for years before Marathon. The spark that ignited Persian King Darius's desire to conquer mainland Greece came from the Ionian Revolt a decade earlier. The Ionian Revolt saw Greek colonies and cities on the western coast of Asia Minor rebel against their Persian overlords in 499 BC. The city-state of Athens decided to intervene and aid their Ionian Greek brethren against Persian rule. Athens sent 20 ships across the Aegean to support the Ionians. This inflamed King Darius, who viewed it as a challenge to Persian authority. Although the revolt was ultimately crushed, the damage was done. Darius swore revenge on Athens and made preparations to expand his empire into the Greek mainland. The arrival of his forces at Marathon 10 years later in 490 BC set the stage for a clash that would reshape the Greek world. The prelude to the battle saw King Darius amass a massive invasion force to attack Athens and finally quell their insolence. The Persian army, assembled at the coastal plain of Marathon, numbered around 25,000 troops, backed by Persian cavalry and ships. In response, the Athenians dispatched a small contingent of only 10,000 hoplite citizen soldiers to defend Marathon under the command of the seasoned general Miltiades. The Athenians chose Marathon for its strategic position. The surrounding mountainous terrain provided a natural bottleneck against the vast Persian cavalry, and Marathon's proximity to Athens, only about 25 miles away, meant the city could be reinforced quickly in the event of a Persian breakthrough. As the Persians solidified their position on the beaches of Marathon, the Athenians took up positions on higher ground. The stage was set for a monumental clash. 25,000 Persian invaders intent on conquest, opposed by a mere 10,000 defending Athenian citizens. The fate of Greece hung in the balance on Marathon's plains. The Battle of Marathon commenced with a thundering Persian cavalry charge across the plain. However, the Athenian flank stood firm against the attack. Under Miltiades' innovative tactics, the Athenians had deliberately weakened their center, but concentrated elite hoplite troops on the wings. As the Persian horsemen crashed into the diminished center, breaches opened up. Sensing victory, a contingent of Persian infantry pressed through the gaps. Yet this proved a fatal mistake, as the solid Athenian flanks held their ground. With the Persians separated and exposed in the center, the wings then pincered inward and surrounded the invaders in a double envelopment. Encircled by the heavily armed hoplites, the Persian infantry found itself brutally pressed and cut down. The Athenian flanks continued constricting until the remaining Persians broke ranks and fled in disarray. With the once mighty Persian ground forces utterly routed, the Athenians relentlessly pursued the remnants all the way back to their ships. This extended chase amplified Persian casualties, and it turned a victory into a massacre. By battle's end, over 6,000 Persians lay dead on the field. In the immediate aftermath of Marathon, news of the astonishing Athenian victory bolstered prestige and morale throughout Greece. Prior to the battle, many Greek city-states doubted whether any army could overcome the mighty Persians. But Marathon demonstrated that the Persians, while formidable, were not invincible. This revelation unified the previously fragmented Greeks against the common external threat. For Athens specifically, the triumph ushered in a golden era as the preeminent naval and cultural power in Greece. The victory illustrated Athens' military capabilities under visionary leaders like Miltiades. In later generations, the Battle of Marathon would be celebrated as a defining moment of Greek courage, marking the beginning of a new period of flourishing culture and democracy in Athens. Above all, it resoundingly proved that Persians could be defeated through skill and determination, laying the foundation for Greece's eventual triumph over its imperial adversary. The legacy of Marathon stretches far beyond its immediate effects in ancient Greece. The battle played a pivotal role in preserving Greek culture and democratic institutions from Persian domination. Had the Athenians failed at Marathon, the next target would have been Athens itself. Many experts believe if Athens had fallen, the cultural flourishing of the classical age would have been severely hampered under Persian rule. Instead, the victory allowed Athenian democracy, philosophy, and art to thrive. Marathon grew to represent the heights of Greek unity and determination against incredible odds. The battle demonstrated that free citizens, willing to fight for their autonomy, could repel any autocratic empire. These ideals of freedom and self-governance became integral to Western civilization. Democratic principles pioneered in Athens, as well as Greek philosophies that valued open debate, went on to influence modern systems of government and thought across Europe and beyond. The Battle of Marathon played a key role in protecting this unique political and cultural heritage that still shapes the Western world today. The Battle of Marathon stands as one of history's most shining examples of courage and military innovation prevailing despite the odds. Against a numerically superior foe, the Athenians achieved the impossible through tactical brilliance and sheer determination. In this aftermath, Marathon protected the flame of Greek culture and democracy that continues to inspire the modern Western world. The battle will forever represent the heights of the human spirit, how skill and tenacity can sometimes outweigh might. I hope you enjoyed this glimpse back in time to relive one of Antiquity's most pivotal battles. Please let me know your thoughts and suggestions for future episodes in the comments. History holds endless fascinating stories waiting to be uncovered.